Yeah. It's a bright, happy marble game. Another marble game. It's called One More Roll, and the developer contacted me, and I like marble games. This is a mix more between Monkey Ball and Marble. And, apparently a lot of people recommended to the developer that I would play this because I like marble game. And I do. Okay, hang on one second. I have to just change a couple settings. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're gonna do Marble Game, Soul Calibur. And, yeah. Should be fun. Should have us a time. We'll do Red Dead tomorrow. But, got a lot to talk about, huh? Hang on a minute. We're gonna check out. Hopefully this is as good as Marble It Up, or somewhat in the realm of Marble It Up, because that game was good. This is also, you know, an even more indie developer. This is like one dude. This is not a team of people who have worked on previous Marble games. I like Galaxy. Galaxy's kind of nice. So it's an early version of the game, and again, it's much more Monkey Ball than Marble. It's like kind of, I think Marble It Up had less Monkey Ball in it. Okay, you can't jump in this one. Looks nice. 0 deaths, we need to change that. What's going on with the... all that speed. This is pretty good for a, you know... for a one-person development team so far. Not bad. Just wish I could make the mini-map smaller. Oh yeah, this is definitely Monkey Ball. We get to listen to some human music. Hang on a minute. So I don't know, you know, I have this weird interest in marble games that I can't really explain. Or ball games. Twisted Pair, you know? Okay, I'm noticing some... Okay, that was me not getting onto the wood. Oh, Vinehog is now live. Oh, fuck. Vinny, no tweet went out for the stream? Oh, we can fix that. That's interesting, yeah. You're right. Wonder why that happened. Oh, because I didn't send one. I forgot. I just noticed that the Twitter page was empty. Even though I'm tabbed out, the time is, like, still going. We have a lot to talk about. I want to share further thoughts about the Smash Direct. I want to talk about BlizzCon. Quick restart button would be nice. But, you know, for an early version of the game, that's fine. What do we talk about first? You want me to talk about Diablo first? How about this? How about... I'll get to Diablo in a minute, because I'm enjoying this game, and I want to continue enjoying it for another minute or so. Wow. Let's just do that 3 more times in a row, shall we? You want to talk about dedication? There will be no screaming like a maniac. Also, that wizard hat looked like a bonus. Did you tweak the camera rotation settings? Maybe the developer will. Oh, yes I can. Yes I can. Let's see what this looks like first. Oh, I see. No, that's just real low to the ground. Burn to the ground! Yeah, these games are gonna get you sick. If you've watched my Monkey Ball streams, you know how this is. We can get rid of some of that. All right, give me a minute. Let me just get these settings right. So, unfortunately, I can't really get rid of the screen rotation being so crazy. I'm gonna keep motion blur on like 0.2 and see if that is acceptable. Turn up the gamma. Anything else I could do for you while I play the game, chat? You want me to make you a cup of coffee? I mean, everyone has a cell phone, right? I could use a cup of coffee. Oh, I'll explain the cell phone thing. Don't you worry. But first, I want to just talk about I want to talk about the grass physics in this game. Wow. I mean, just wow. I hope there's more than one song. Yeah, death. Fallout! It needs a little polish. I think what's here is good. The controls are good. The visuals are pretty nice for a one-person development team. I wouldn't be able to move the... I wouldn't mind being able to move the camera around, which currently... what the fuck? Oh, there is a quick reset button. It's triangle. Or Y. It's an explosion. A one-person, yes, game, not team, one-person meat created this game, is what I meant to say. Fuck. Yeah, it's still... yeah, it feels like default Unity to some extent, but it's also quite a bit better than most of the shit that I play on Sundays. So, I think there's a lot of potential here. And again, that grass... pretty damn good. So can we talk about Smash for a second? Since the Direct, I thought about things a little bit more. And, you know, the Spirit Mode, I'm still not crazy about. But the fact that we're getting cutscenes and, like, some semblance of a story mode, that made me kind of happy. So, you know, I thought about it, I watched it again, I was like, alright, okay, that's cool. It's not, you know, it's not what it was. If you watched my... I covered the Direct. If you want to know my full opinions, you could watch it there. I wasn't happy about a lot of it. I was, it turns out I'm not an unending pool of positivity and joy. I can be pretty cynical about stuff, but that's because, honestly, it was 40 minutes of maybe something that could have been cut down to, like, 20 minutes. But I definitely like the Spirit Mode more now than I did before. Oh, shit. I don't like the clip art, even though Spirit Kaz is definitely gonna whisper in people's ears and tell them to do bad things. Oh, fuck. Vinny, don't let the length of the video detract from what they did show. I'm not saying it detracted from what they showed, I'm just saying they showed, like, a lot of stuff. People were expecting, you know, for as hard on the thing as I was, people telling Sakurai to die wasn't a totally uncommon thing on the internet that day. I just thought it was a mediocre Direct, but reformulating, you know, rethinking, rewatching, I thought it was a little bit, it was good. It was above average on a lot of levels for me. The spirit mode looks a lot better. That cutscene was great. We went from everyone is here to everyone is dead. I have zero interest in Incineroar and Ken, but that doesn't detract from the characters, the great characters that are already in the game, that are still, you know, amazing, like, Richter, Ridley, King K. Rool. So I'm pretty happy about that, and you know what? Piranha Plant, no one fucking predicted Piranha Plant. Maybe like one or two guys. One or two peoples on the internet got it right, but that's a totally successful troll by Sakurai that no one fucking expected. The most iconic, one of the most iconic enemies, like, that everyone knows, but no one would have expected. Piranha Plant was in front of your face this whole time. For years. For years. And you know what? I can't wait for the character. He's got little legs. I have a Piranha Plant, puppet, hand puppet. And, yeah, I'm pretty excited. The day Piranha Plant comes out, that hand puppet is going to be in a little video promoting the stream, I think. You know, it'll be fun. Someone says the disrespect that Incineroar will be able to give will be fun. That's the only thing about the character that I thought was kind of fun. Like, I played Pokemon Moon. I'm even okay with new Pokemon being in the game. I just didn't use Incineroar ever. But there is some disrespect associated with that character, and maybe there can be some fun there. There's some good online options. There's some I didn't really care for. The menu stuff, I don't know why we needed to see all that. And as I said during the Direct, the leak itself, the fake leak that everybody got, you know, really into. Oh, whoops. That leak detracted from the thing for a lot of people, and that's a shame. And that just shows you the power that leaks have over people, where that colored their expectations, even though Mr. Sakurai said very clearly, there's only going to be a couple characters. Please don't get too excited, like that kind of thing. So that definitely colored my expectations to some extent, and I know it colored a lot of people's expectations, but if you really think about it, it wasn't that bad of a Direct for me. Maybe you feel different, maybe you want to pitch, you know, a tent outside Nintendo's headquarters and protest. That's fine. But I'm willing to give the Spirit Mode a shot, as much as I feel it's pretty lazy to get rid of trophies. But for the amount of stuff in the game already, it's fine. I'll deal with it. I'll just fucking deal with it. So not the best Direct by a long shot. Nowhere near as good as the one with the Belmonts and King K. Rool reveal, but it's not something that I found myself wanting to, like, get too upset over, you know? Oh, I gotta go this way. It's a little laggy in the grass. Maybe that's something that could be improved on. I don't know if, Mr. Developer person is watching my stream of this, but, that would be cool. Dude, it's not lazy. It's not focusing half of their dev time into something people can't use in the game. Use in the game. What if Smash was to come out next year and not this year? It's a fair point. I'm just saying, you know, I think, you probably could get that stuff in there if you delayed the game, and Sakurai and the team probably had to make some decisions. Which is why, even though I may say it's lazy, maybe that's not the best, well, yeah, no, I still feel like it's clip art. It's stuff from the game's manuals and promotional materials. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like it's fine though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe if they had one unifying style and they did all the characters in, like, you know, they had some artists do, like, a style for all the characters. But they just took the images from the games. Not a big deal, though. And you're right, you can't play as trophies. What, how do I get to the next level? Well, there's another world. And there's Bouncy. There's World 2. Oh, here we go. Snow Maze. Okay. This is a good game to talk over. Someone said, I mean, come on, nobody saw the trophies more than once. You know, I looked at them twice. At most. So, the point... Oh, that's cool. So the point I've had is, I wasn't overly crazy about Spirit Mode at first. I was actually pretty disappointed about it. And now I'm pretty okay with it. It's not Subspace Emissary, but it's something. The world map looks good. I love that Kirby is the only one who's not fucking dead. Bab. Snow Bab. This is a cool mechanic. I've never seen this in a marble game before. I've not played many marble games, but I like it a lot. You get to stand next to fire and shrink your marble. That's awesome. What about the lyrics of the song? Oh, come on, I think it's perfectly schlocky. I don't really like, lyrics in video game songs all that much, but I don't care about it. I mean, if that's my big complaint, then... You know, no big deal. It's gonna be fun. Fun! You gotta embrace the cheese. You gotta embrace the cheese. This is a game with like 75 characters. Over 100 levels. I'm excited for it. I'm fucking really excited. And it's good to know that they're making other characters for the future. And that we're gonna have, at least a year of speculation on new characters. So the hype doesn't really end right away. So, yeah, it was fine. I think you're getting a really good value for 60 bucks, too. That's my other, point. Whether or not, people agree with me. I feel like the amount of stuff in this game, music, stages, the single-player mode now, especially the characters. It's a good value. So I'm pretty happy with it. I am very happy overall, even if the Direct wasn't the Grinch. And, I'm gonna stream that Spirit Mode, and hopefully it's good. I don't think I'm gonna spend too much time in the details of, like, customizing the spirits or whatever. If I can, just do it quick, I'd be happier. But, yeah, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better after watching that cutscene. Oh, fuck off. A fucking potted plant got in before Waluigi. Look, if they're doing DLC, man, you know that they could probably capitalize on that Waluigi fame. They could just make Waluigi into an influencer in the game. Sakurai's like, you better not touch my Smash Brothers. You better not go near it, you stinky man. Okay. Fuck that hat. There was a great picture of Waluigi holding a piranha plant. I don't know if it was official art. And the quote, jokingly, was, you know, we want this character in the game. And Sakurai's like, oh, okay, sure. And, you know, you can imagine the rest. Oh, really, game? Vinny, all the DLC is gonna be garbage and you know it. You must be fun at parties. Also, Sakurai is a hack. Smash is trash. Alright, see you later. He's got some good comments in the chat. This is a good way to formulate your opinion. I think they're probably serious, yeah. They'll be back in 30 minutes, don't worry about it. I'm sure, time in the playpen we'll have some moments there. That'll be good for them. Sakurai is a nice man. How dare you? You want to talk about disappointment, we'll talk about Diablo Immortal. And also, let me add a counterpoint to that, and I'm gonna say that, we got Bayonetta and Cloud as DLC for previous Smash. Cloud became one of my main characters, and I love the level, I love the character. And Ryu, who had a completely different fighting style. Good shit. Vinny, Piranha is a bonus, not DLC. Correct. There's 5 DLC characters, and Piranha is number 6. And it's, yeah. But anyway, pretty excited about that. Maybe he could take a break after he's done. That's Sakurai. Alright, let's talk about real disappointment. Have you noticed the Dorito-shaped fireflies? Yes, Dorito is now a shape. I have noticed it. Is that a hint? Or is that just for fun? I think the Marble game I played, Marble It Up, was more polished. But I think this one I like a little bit better, just from a design standpoint, because of the monkey ball-ness of it. There we go. Nope, not yet. There's the gingerbread man. Okay, let's talk about BlizzCon. So they announced Warcraft 3 Reforged, remastered, which I think looks good. I've heard people say it looks like a fan project. Honestly, I thought it looked good. I love Warcraft 3. I spent almost more hours in that game than probably any other, aside from Half-Life, as I always say on my stream. So, I want to play it again, and I will. And they're updating the map editor, they're improving it. The visuals look pretty damn nice, but yet still relatively in the ballpark of Warcraft 3. They're not going like that crazy, but the character models look good. They're redoing the cinematics, I think. Are they redoing the voice acting? I don't know anything about Overwatch anymore, so I'm not gonna comment on it. Sorry. They're redoing the voice acting? Okay. Well, that's not something I think I... Oh god. Oh god, where is it? Arthas sounded good. I don't know. I'm open to the voice acting being redone, but I kinda have a soft spot for the game the way it was, in that sense. You can switch between the two? Oh, that's cool. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I love Warcraft 3, and yes, this is good. This is good. I'll probably stream the campaign when it comes out, because I think it's a good campaign. I don't know how people in on Twitch land feel about watching a real-time strategy game, but this game actually does have a good story, a good campaign, and I know the hate for Blizzard is pretty high for a number of reasons, but Warcraft 3 is legitimately a beautiful game. It's good. Beautiful. So that was good. That was good news. I saw that. I didn't see all of the BlizzCon announcements because I don't really like I don't think about Blizzard a whole lot these days. I don't really care about a lot of the stuff they do. I'm not into World of Warcraft. I'm very, very inexperienced with Overwatch. I played a little bit. It was fine. I think I'm done with team-based shooters for a bit. So, Blizzard hasn't really been tooting my horn. Hearthstone I don't play, I'm not interested. I like Slay the Spire, so maybe I would like Hearthstone, but I don't play it. So, yeah, I'm not really that crazy about Blizzard like some people are, like, fanatical about them. I just wanted a new Diablo. Or a Diablo 2 remake would have been nice, too, because Diablo 2 is great, and that's all I really wanted, and they reserved the main stage for Diablo. And you know, Diablo only got one expansion. World of Warcraft gets like, what, a dozen? So, and I liked what they did with Diablo 3 eventually. I thought it was much better than when it first launched. So I was expecting either a new expansion, at least, and then they said don't get too excited, and then I was like, alright, maybe Diablo 2 remaster. But they end up giving a mobile Diablo game. Outsourced, by the way. I can't, yeah. So a Chinese mobile company developed it, and they're reusing assets. Not entirely, but I don't know the full story, but basically people have done a little bit of digging, and it's, what's the name of the game? It's a reskin of a Chinese mobile hack-and-slash game. It was called, I don't remember the name of the Crusaders of Light. Yeah. I even thought about doing the stream tonight, doing a Diablo Immortal stream, and then just streaming that instead. But it was too much effort for a joke that I probably would have been really depressed about, so I gave up. Gave up relatively quickly. Tube. But yeah, I don't know. You know, the game itself looked very Diablo 3. It's not that it looked completely terrible, but it just is... here's the problem. It's Federation Force all over again. If Blizzard had asked, you know, maybe a babies, and said, hey, what do you think we should do? For, like, should we announce... Is this gonna go over well? You think the fans are gonna really be into this Diablo mobile game? The babies would have been like, no. Now, if they said Diablo 4 on the horizon, just wait a little longer, and they just showed a graphic, and then they said, in the meantime, here's a Diablo mobile game to keep you busy, while we work hard on Diablo 4. Now, Bethesda did that exact thing with Blades and Elder Scrolls. Now, I'm not really that excited about, Blades. But, you know, maybe it's something that'll keep me busy for a little bit. I don't really like mobile games. I have no interest in this Diablo thing. If I want to play mobile Diablo, I'll just play Diablo 3 on Switch, and even that I don't really want to play because I played enough Diablo 3. So, yeah, everyone's disappointed. I think the like to dislike ratio is like 95% dislike, 5% like on the videos revealing the game. People in the audience were booing. One dude said, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke? And then, when people during the Q&A were like, hey, do you, you know, are you guys working on a PC version? They said, no, doesn't everyone have a phone? So, do I think Blizzard spit in my face? No. Do I think they ruined my childhood? No. Do I feel genuine, pure anger over this? I mean... not really. I mean, life is hard enough. Anger costs a lot of energy. Am I upset? Yeah, I'm a little upset. Am I sad? Yeah. Just disappointed more than anything. Yeah, yeah, what is this? Yes! Whoa! But, you know, it is definitely disappointing, and I understand people's anger. I really do. When people were tweeting me, they were like, Vinny, this is a slap in the face to Diablo fans. The thing is, I kind of get that, because we haven't had a Diablo game in a while. We haven't really had anything Diablo-related. And now, like, a kind of a lazily, or what it looks to be lazily, outsourced port or reskin of another mobile game. It's like, oh man, come on guys, what are you doing? Give us something. Give us something. But you know they're gonna see the reaction online, like, they're probably already very, very, very aware of what's happening, and I don't know how they're gonna make this right, if they could make it right. But this is probably even a bigger blunder than Federation Force for, you know, in terms of public outcry. At least Federation Force wasn't a mobile game and was, you know, playable. And, you know, well, not playable, but it, you know, it was a 3DS game, it has story and everything. And they're doing a story, they did a cinematic for this thing. But again, the problem is they hyped it up so much and people got upset. You know, there were lines for, not lines, but there were like kiosks to play the Diablo mobile game. Diablo Immortal. I'm gonna call it Diablo Immobile. There were lines for a lot of other things at BlizzCon, but there were 0 lines for the, Diablo thing. So... I don't think it looks like the worst game ever. It just looks like something I don't want. I wanted, Diablo 4 or DLC for 3 or Diablo 2 remake, and I know most of us did. So someone in chat was like, "Good, be angry." Vinny, lately you've been saying you're not excited for anything. What are you excited for? Well, lately there's just been a lot of disappointment. I'm excited for Smash Brothers, as I said about 3 minutes ago. What else? I'm excited for Warcraft 3 remake, as I said like 2 minutes ago. Very excited for that. What else am I excited for? We just got a bunch of good games. Spyro Trilogy, not so much, but I'll play it, probably. Spelunky 2, Animal Crossing. Fuck. Doom Eternal's probably like one of my top 3 most favoritist, most excitable games for me. Metroid Prime 4. I could keep going. Untitled Goose Game. Yoshi game looks good. But I absolutely do not want this Diablo mobile trash. Because it is not... They had the main stage reserved for it. You know, they were trying to, like, show off. Like, they ended the show with it, like it was gonna be some big announcement. Everyone was all hyped up. You know, I was watching it live while I was walking into the studio, like, while I was, you know, like, walking on the street, on the sidewalk. I'm like, I don't even care how I look, I'm watching this. I can't wait. They had just revealed Warcraft, you know, remastered. I'm like, that means Diablo 4 is on the way. They can't do 2 remastered in one show. I was like, yes! And then I was like, oh no! Yee! I don't know, someone said they betrayed the Diablo franchise big time. The thing is, you know, these are very strong words. Spit in the face of fans. Betrayed. You know, these are very, very strong words. And I just don't feel the same way. It's a little dramatic. Listen, again, I'm not going to take your anger away from you, but... it's treason, then. Huge middle finger is more fair. You know, after that dude, announced the game on stage, he started really fumbling. Like, I would imagine all the, disappointed people that didn't clap in the audience. Yeah, he was looking at them. And he was probably like, oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. That poor guy probably had nothing to do with that game. He was just the messenger. And now he will be associated with this thing. I hate this level. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. This level fucking blows. Let me see if I can do it like this. No. Just have to take it kind of slow here. Go. Need the appropriate amount of speed, but not too much, and then you're... anyway, doesn't matter. Also, my snowball is a little unwieldy the bigger it gets. I missed every collectible. There's no way I'm gonna end up actually getting all the collectibles for this game. At least in the Marble It Up game, they were more attainable. This is, like, you gotta be really on your game if you want to get the collectibles in this one, it looks like. But this is a perfectly serviceable marble/monkey ball type game that could probably get better. Vinny, will you play Diablo 3 on Switch? As I said, I like Diablo 3 eventually. I don't think I would double dip for it, though. Because I played a lot of it. And there's so much other stuff out right now that I can't see a reason for me to get Diablo 3 on the Switch. No, I mean, I liked Diablo 3 eventually. Like, I played a lot of it, but it eventually got better when they got rid of the real money auction house and stuff. That's what I meant. Hang on a minute. Which way do I go? Are you kidding? What is this? I think I have to get, like, real massive. I think I just have to get massive. So I have to get small and then massive. Okay. And what else can I say? You know, it seems like Blizzard's relying a lot on, you know, they're doing the World of Warcraft Classic. They're doing a lot of remasters. This Diablo game is reusing assets from Diablo 3. It didn't seem like they had a lot of new things to show at BlizzCon. I didn't watch all of it, like I said, but I got a summary of it. I know Overwatch got a character. Keep in mind that conventions are investor showcases first and foremost. Well, listen. As excited as I was for something Diablo related, and I'll just finish my my thoughts on this whole thing with this. There's no way Blizzard hasn't noticed this. I don't know if they're working on another Diablo. There's been hints. I know that considering it's an outsource, maybe they have the ability to continue working on the franchise. Maybe there's something in the works. I don't know. But Warcraft 3 is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. And, I want you to 1v1 me. That's really all I'm saying. You'll probably win. good. What about Path of Exile? If I was hurting for a squirtin', I would play Path of Exile. Did you know that playdiablo4.com goes to pathofexile.com? Very sneaky. It's true, it does. But at the moment, I'm not hurting for an action RPG squirtin'. It would have been nice to know a new Diablo was on the horizon that I could eventually play. But if I really wanted to play a game like that, I would just play PoE. So yeah, I guess everything's fine. We got a Piranha Plant in Smash. There's some form of single-player mode. And, Diablo is still dead. As dead as it was yesterday. I played more Fallout 76. I said I was going out yesterday. I didn't. I mean, I had an appointment at 6, so I kept that. But I couldn't go out because my friend Paul, who, like I said, he's a part of the YouTube network, he was in town. And he wanted to hang out. And I said, yeah, let's go out. The weather was nice and everything. But then his son got sick. And he had to go home. He had to go back to Pennsylvania. And he had to take care of his son. So I said, yeah, of course, dude. No problem. So, yeah, he's okay. He's good now. I checked in. Everything's fine. I just didn't go out. I was like, but you know what? I'm gonna take the night off, and I just played some music. But, wrote some music, actually. But what I did do was I played more Fallout 76. And, I want to tell you a little bit about my experience. If I was told that I couldn't play any more Fallout 76 from this point forward, I'd be like, alright, that's no problem. It was good. It was good, but again, you have to make your own fun. You have to go find your friends and pick a direction. I played with Zot and Gear, and we just went and quested, but it's like it got, the formula was revealed very early on. It's like, okay, this is the whole game. Oh, okay, I see. The potential for other players could make it fun, but when we played, it was just us doing all the normal Fallout things. And, oh! It was all the stuff that you'd come to expect from Fallout. Without a story. Well, it's light. It's really light on story, because one of the problems with the game is as you saw, if you watch me stream it, you just end up directionless, aimless, and you're just walking around. Now, normally I like that. And I did have some fun just exploring. It was like, oh, let's go to this landmark. Let's go to this landmark. Oh shit, I got a revolver that's level 5. Wait, that looks exactly like my level 1 revolver. Okay, alright, rinse and repeat. Find new stuff. Okay, here's a cool new thing. We killed someone who was wanted. I gave my 13-year-old son up for adoption, by the way. The kid I met when I streamed it. He's gone. Sorry. He'll find, he'll find a better home, I'm sure. But no, I didn't find him again. Oh, come on, man. Fucking hell. Again, it's not a bad game. It's functional. You can shoot. You can do a lot of things in it that you normally could do, and you could do a little bit more of those things. And having a couple people running around with you with broken directional microphones can be fun. But John, who is a bigger Fallout fan than I am, and who also played the game for many more hours than I did, was like, you know what? He's like, after playing it today, he's like, I'm good. He's like, I just want to play some Red Dead. Like, I don't know how much more I want to play this. John Fallout. No, that's Gear. So that's, you know, it's definitely not a bad game, and if people tell you it's trash, that's definitely their opinion. I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe they don't like Bethesda, maybe they don't like the online aspect of it, but the game runs well, and it shoots well, and there's like a lot of there's a lot of cool moments. It's just not that exciting for me. It's just not that exciting for me. So I guess that's my thoughts right now. I don't mean to be so wishy-washy about it, but I have to, that's like my honest feelings, and I try real hard to be, you know, as objective as possible with these things. Oh, fuck you. God damn this level. I don't want to hear this song again, please. I can tell you the things I liked most, just to reiterate. The crafting is cool. I like the crafting mechanic. It's just like Fallout 4. There's so many reused assets. I almost feel like they shouldn't have charged full price for the game, because of how many reused assets there are. The UI is clunky. It's very clunky. It's very console, and it's like frustrating. I know Mono was getting frustrated. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. The monsters are cool. Like, there's a lot of new monsters. There's a lot of new things in it. And again, the added experience of players doesn't mean it's just another Fallout 4. This is like, okay, we're gonna release a game while we're working on other games, and it's gonna be a stopgap. I can see why people would pass on it. I understand the desire to pass on this game and leave it, and maybe not consider it a Fallout game, because it's not. It's a side story. It's just another thing. It's a little diversion for you and your friends for a little while. I don't think it's going to be a game that people are going to spend. You know, you're going to see all the places. You're going to get the best loot. I don't know how much more interest you're going to have after that. And, fuck. I want to say more good things, but I can't think of them. I really, really tried to slow the fuck down there. Oh god, this game, please! Someone said Fallout was always about story and atmosphere. Well, there is story. It's told in a different way, and the atmosphere is there. Especially at nighttime, and, you know, there's people about, there's real people, and you hear, like, "Fuck your mom!" Like, in the distance. It's kind of, that's kind of cool, because you think that would definitely happen during an apocalypse. When I played it, when I streamed it, I said, I hate that I have to compare this to Red Dead 2, but the environments in Red Dead 2 are fucking beautiful compared to this. And they are, but it's not a terrible looking game. It's this, the engine is so crusty. But there is atmosphere. You do feel like you're out in some weird fucking place, like in the X-Files, when it's like nighttime and you're off, like with a group of people and there's weird monsters, you know? So yeah, like I said, there's positives. There's a lot of negatives, too. But the one thing I didn't struggle with were crashes. No crashes, no lag. Some weird glitches, some of which I recorded, which I'll show you eventually. Just like T-posing in the wall kind of shit. But what do you expect? Up there, gotta go. Ah! There we go. Yes, yes, finally, I don't have to hear the music anymore. play a little bit more of this. Someone said, I hate how people are calling it the downfall of the series. The series has never had experimental spin-offs before. Like the series has never had experimental spin-offs. It's not the downfall of the series. There are going to be Fallout fans that love this game. It's an experimental spin-off, sure. There was that one... What was the real-time strategy game that they did for Fallout? But they need to really... I mean, if they're gonna do another Fallout, they they gotta really, they gotta please the hardcore fans. I mean, they don't have to, but they should. And they should make a new engine and all that stuff. But yeah, this is a diversion, chat. It's a diversion. That's what it is. Fallout 76 is a little diversion. It's fine. I don't love it. I am not going to be streaming very much of it. I might do like another 1 or 2 streams of it forever. But I also might play a little bit offline and see some more stuff and play with a couple friends, because that was fun. And then move on to another thing, because there's a million other games I could be playing. And I mean that in the best possible way, because there are so many fucking good games that are out right now, and a lot more on the way. And I still haven't finished Starlink, and I actually ended up liking that quite a bit. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. There's a lot of little character details in the Smash trailer. I didn't see that. Vinny, are you using algo music? You goddamn right I am. I mean, give the poor guy a break. It's just one person who made this game. Let's let him use algo music. Hang on a minute. You know what? I'm gonna get some music for you. That's a great idea. I know you're interested in some new music, so it turns out I have just the thing you need. Are you ready? Pretty good, right? I'll never grow up. If growing up means I don't find Mario laughing into the tune of a randomly generated song isn't funny anymore. And I... Ah! Whoa. That's like... It's like Prague Mario. Whoa. This is Mario voice? fuck happened to it? This is called Effervescent Ruins. I'd call it sense of impending danger. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Awaken. Awaken and proceed to give us anxiety. Thank you, Mario. So I had some jerk chicken today from a place that does jerk chicken and macaroni and cheese. I just wanted to say it was good. You ever had a good jerk? Oh wait, it's November. You can't. No, really though, I had a really delicious... That was the best one yet. No, it was like a Jamaican place. And they did jerk chicken. It was recommended, and it was fan-fucking-tastic. I don't know why I'm telling you this, I've never had jerk chicken before, I don't think, and it was really good. That's all. I wanted to get off the topics of highly opinionated negativity and Diablo and Sakurai ruining our lives. So, South Park had an episode called The Scoots, and it was about, you know those fucking bikes? Does anyone live in a city or town where bikes just randomly appear, or scooters that you can ride with, that you could pay for with your cell phone? So, the episode was a play on The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, and it was a Halloween episode, where these fucking scooters just keep appearing everywhere. Around here, it's bikes. It's not scooters, but I totally understood the sentiment. And Mr. Mackey, okay, and Kenny are the main characters of the episode. Actually, it's good to see Kenny in the show again. It was a nice episode. It didn't really try to do anything crazy. It was just a fun little episode for Halloween called The Scoots, about scooters, and I liked it. People have been recommending I watch it because it was called The Scoots. Just like they recommend I play Crayola Scoot because it has the word scoot in it. They like, you know, they like the word scoot. I guess I do too. Always Sunny? You want me to talk about Always Sunny? It was a two-parter. I watched the second part. Didn't love it. It was okay. Knowing that D gave Tom Brady pink eye was kind of cool. So if you're wondering how the Patriots lost the Super Bowl last year, it's because Sweet D gave Tom Brady pink eye. Now you know. What else? It was good. There were some good Frank moments. Mac was definitely acting a lot like Dennis. This season's been wacky. It's just been wacky. I don't know how long they can keep the show going for, to be honest, because some of it's great, and then some of the episodes haven't really done anything for me. Like, there's a couple classics this season, and then a couple, like, that didn't really... Like, the Charlie episode from last week, that was the one-parter of this. I don't know. Didn't really make me laugh. And neither did this episode. Like, this new episode did not make me laugh, but I enjoyed it on an entertainment level. But, you know, you keep a show going for 13 seasons and still maintain some level of quality like they've been. That's pretty fucking impressive. So, I hope the writing gets better. It's not inconsistent, it's just trying too hard. Maybe they're just trying to recapture a lot of that old magic. South Park is on like 23, and yet the season's been really good. They had a couple bad seasons. I didn't love a lot of the stuff going on the last couple seasons. I thought it was... ugh. You know, they got a little too, they tried the continuity thing, didn't really work. But this season's been... Ah, fuck you! They're more self-aware, now it's a little bit more interesting, and, you know, they're not... like I said, this Halloween episode they did was great. And it was just the kids being funny and stupid and scoots, and Mr. Mackey going mental. Okay! No one cares about these scooters, okay? Thoughts on this game so far? It's alright. I think it has potential. Like I said, I'm a big Monkey Ball nut, so I'll play anything that's even remotely similar to Monkey Ball. And this definitely gets close. It's just not perfectly balanced as all things should be. I think with a bit more time, this developer could really make something interesting. Oh shit. Oh shit! And here I was about to say that there were no secrets in this game. Okay. Vinny, maybe check out Marble It Up on Switch. I actually streamed that not too long ago, which I figured this might even be a little too soon for a new Marble game. But I ultimately decided that this would be a good game to talk some bullshit while I'm playing. I figured there was a lot to talk about, a lot of news, a lot of things going on. Vinny, any plans for Katamari Remake on Switch? I'm gonna stream that. I've never played a full Katamari game start to finish. And I'll definitely do that one, because I like Katamari, I just haven't played it really. It looks pretty good. Looks like a good remake. I'm okay with I really am okay with remakes if they do more than the bare minimum. Ah! That's why it's time for a Monkey Ball collection. You know what? Let's do some Monkey Ball tactics here. Let me see. Here we go. Here begins the next half hour of the stream. Do it. I probably could just barely make that if I... Five more tries. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Getting closer. Getting closer. Vinny, can you restart Algo Music? What? Really? Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. I didn't know Link was in this. This isn't annoying, right, chat? Shit! sad thing is there's probably a decent... It sounded like there was a decent song underneath that. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks slowed down. Okie dokie. Alright, yeah, I can't do this. This is gonna be one of those mute Vinny nights, isn't it? There we go. World Zero, huh? I see. The World Zero levels are just hidden randomly, like, throughout. Just, I'm gonna stop playing this in a minute. But I wanted to see, some of the other levels, see what they look like. Some of the other worlds. You still can't swim. Figured maybe enough speed would get me through that, but... Good. Okay, my patience is definitely low for Monkey Ball tonight, or any kind of marble thing. Didn't you play a game exactly like this? There are many games exactly like this, but this one is mine. Now this is, yeah, I played one similar, but you can't jump in this one. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ah! Got this. I got this level. Wow. Wow. Land on fire. Immediately think of Mario screaming in Lethal Lava Land. I would do the impression, but I can't do that. That's too much. I told you it was a mute Vinny night. And when I say I'm not gonna try something, you know it usually means I'm going to try the thing. Oh, fuck you, man! Oh, what the fuck is this? Whoa. I can live. I can live. Oh, shit! This is a challenging level. I think I can do it, though. Monkey Ball and Marble games are all about not losing your cool and knowing that you can eventually overcome the obstacles. Unless you're playing Monkey Ball custom levels designed by the community who are pros, in which case just give up in the later levels. What's that? You want to get a wizard hat? Nope. Vinny, what's your favorite fruit juice? My favorite fruit juice. I like Snapple Orangeade. That's the one. If I'm gonna go for anything sugary. Do you mean, wait a minute, no, you mean like real fruit? Like, I guess, orange juice? If that wasn't apparent. But even that, it depends on, you know, because some of it's like the made from concentrate shit is just too sweet. It's like... Sunny D? Oh no, my friend. No, my friend. We don't do Sunny D in this household. We put the pepper on it in this household. Sunny D is what is that even? They can't even call it orange. Someone just said Sunny D is battery acid. Even when I was a kid, I knew there was something wrong with Sunny D. It looked like orange juice, but it tasted like Jolly Ranchers melted. It's too sugary, and, you know, I like sugary drinks from time to time, but that one's too much. I do like that orangeade shit. Fruit juice. What other fruit juice do I like? That's a weird question. I don't know. I guess I can go for all the usual ones. Fresh squeezed orange juice and fresh squeezed lemonade. I like those. You like grape drink? I do like grape drink. Thank you for asking. I like lots of different types of grape drink. I don't drink a lot of stuff with sugar in it, though, these days. Like I said, mostly just stuck on water. Though I will have, an iced tea every now and then, or, like I said, one of those orangeade crazinesses. Blue flavor? I like a little blue. I don't go for the blue as much these days, but blue flavor is pretty badass in the right context. You like flavored water? That's no longer water, but... I trusted you! In that case, it's water plus thing. So, yeah, that would make it flavored water. Okay, fine. Fine. I do like flavor. I tried to, do for a little while, chat was aware I was trying... I can't believe you know these mundane details of my life, but... Again, stream 4 hours a night, you run out of shit to talk about. But yes, I was drinking water, and I was putting, like, little flavor things in them. And it was pretty decent. Sure. Good way to break up the monotony. Didn't even go through, but still won. There's a pretty good level variety in this game. I like some of the more fast levels. I like the precision levels. Vinny, didn't you like Hint? I did, but I don't know where to buy it, and I just gave up. Hint was pretty good because it had like no sugar, and it was water, but a hint of flavor. But it's not that much different from water that I would seek it out. Favorite chocolate bar. I like dark chocolate these days. I don't really have a specific type, though. LaCroix? No, I'm good. I like milk chocolate, too. I had, you know, the world's finest chocolate that they sell for the school things. Anyone remember that? Anyone had any experience with that, where you had to sell chocolate bars to get Weebles? Am I the only fucking one? Oh, you know. Chat knows. Chat knows what's up. Yeah, I did that. I got Weebles. Shit was addictive. I sold some fucking chocolate. They were decent. They weren't, I wouldn't say they were the world's finest, but they got really small over the years. I remember those chocolate bars being massive when I was young, but I bought a milk chocolate one recently from a local, like, deli that I go into. Me and the delis. Always with the goddamn delis, I know. But I loved, you know, I loved those fucking chocolate bars when I was a kid. And it was still good, it was alright, but it wasn't what I remember it being. But yeah, they were at least 40 to 50% bigger when I was a kid, or at least that's my memory of it. And I know now that I am a large, as opposed to when I was small, that they were, it's possible that they were always this size and they just seemed bigger, but I don't know about that. Mama! Yeah, I could buy my own Weebles. That's right. I don't need to buy... you know what I could do? If I was in school now, I could buy 4 crates of that chocolate. Eat all of it, die, and then get the Weebles shipped directly to my grave. Mr. Asshole, I don't feel so good. Vinny, what's your favorite kind? Well, I like when people are kind to each other. I don't fucking know. Let me see. Bonus mode. Wasn't that a lame answer? Time for bouncy mode. Okay. It's time to not do bouncy mode. Vinny, what the fuck is a Weeble? You know a Weedle? Weeble. Let me see if I can find the ones I'm thinking of. Weeble toy from Chocolate. No. No, it's not those. It's not the ones that I'm looking at here. It's... because these are the ones that don't fall down. The ones I have like little, fuzzy things. Weeble toy world's finest chocolate. But they convinced us that we had to do big sales so we can get these fucking Weebles. Here you go. They're called Weeples? Oh. Well, that's them. And then they got wacky with them over the years, you know. Here, I found an article on Pinterest, which is a great website if you're on the verge of collapse. It says top 9 most. Why top 9? Why can't you do top 10? Top 9 most. Okay, cool. It wants me to log in. I don't have a. Okay. Top 9 most interesting new Weeples. But yeah, you'd yeah, they're Weeples. I thought they were called Weebles. What the fuck? Yeah, they're these things, and you'd sell like $400 worth of chocolate, and you get like 3 of them, and then you could brag about them in class that you have the best Weeples. Here you go. Here's a collection. I don't know the ones I had as a kid, but they would like have themes like Night Weeple, Pirate Weeple, Rabbit, you know. So this is what you would do. You would sell chocolate. You would earn points, and you could get Weeples, or you could get items. What items am I talking about? Like a cassette player. Maybe these days that wouldn't be the case, but it was like, you know, the Marlboro rewards? Why can't I speak? You know when you sell, when you get the cigarettes, Marlboro Miles, and then you can get like a jacket, which is a mark of pride to tell people that you've smoked a lot of cigarettes and you will not be with us much longer? No? Let me tell you about those. Okay, well, Marlboro cigarettes, I don't know if they still have those, but what you would do is, on the side of the box, it would say 5 miles. My uncle used to do this, and he had the catalog. It would say 5 miles, and you would rip off the side of the box, you'd collect them, and then you'd send them in an envelope to Mr. Marlboro, who was a cowboy, and he would say, "Good job, Pilgrim." And then you could get an assortment of prizes, like, you know, like a jacket, or a lighter, or a hat. Which is, I think, a fair exchange for your health. Lung disease is where it's at. Thank you, Mr. Cigarette Man. So that was something that happened. My uncle did that, and he had to quit smoking eventually. And he's okay. He's good. It's real interesting. You know, we look at the gaming industry like, oh shit, loot crates. Look at all these predatory business practices. This shit's been going around and going on in different industries for a very long time. Just in different forms, you know. It was like a gacha game for smokers. Well, not really. Anyway, the Weeple thing was, you'd sell bars of chocolate, and they would have, like, meetings about this, rallies, whatever. And if you sold the most chocolate, you would get more things, like you get prizes. And if you sold a lot of chocolate, but not the most, you could then trade in how much chocolate points you have or whatever, and you could get Weeples. And then people would put them on their desk, and I remember there was one kid whose family was fucking rich, and he always had the most Weeples. Because they would just buy like 7 boxes of chocolate and then give them out, regardless of whether or not that people ate the chocolate. That child later went on to sell acai berries and various other non-pyramid scheme muscle milk type juices. Dude, it's not a pyramid! It's an inverted triangle, dude! You bought some, didn't you? I didn't buy the berries. I've never participated in that sort of thing, but, that same uncle who did the cigarette stuff also did he participated in a pyramid scheme that he didn't think was a pyramid scheme because the berries, if you sell the berries, the acai juice, you would be healthy. He was like, it's a win-win. All I have to do is get like 5 people under me and I become like rich. And then he got a couple people signed up. They didn't do any good business because they were too low on the pyramid and my uncle was out like $4,000 or something. Or like, you know, 3,000, whatever it was. It's like, wait, but this is a it's like the Always Sunny episode. This is a pyramid. No, it's not. It's a triangle. It's an upside down triangle. Yeah, no, that's turn it upside down. Okay, it's a pyramid now. But yeah, the chocolate was good. I'm just wondering, you know, if it's not the same thing, because you're not like getting people under you to sell chocolate. It's a bit different than that. It just, I wonder if it teaches people early to get into this sort of thing. Or if it's perfectly harmless and I'm overreacting. Isn't it usually for charity? I don't remember. I just know it got really competitive, and it turned, not everyone, I mean, there was a lot of good spirit, too, but I remember, some people were pretty nasty about, like, bragging about how much chocolate they sold. Oh yeah, like, I sold a fuckload of chocolate. It's because your dad owns the most popular deli in New York. And you get 40,000 customers a day, no wonder. You had nothing to do with this, child. You cannot operate large machinery! Fuck you, Kevin! Fuck you! I didn't go to school with a Kevin. You sound as if you're as bitter as that chocolate, Vinny. More bitterer. I don't like this level very much. I'm just gonna infinite loop. Well, it's a, you know, puzzle level, but with, you need some degree of accuracy. I'm gonna stop playing this after one more level. I like the Rainbow Road world, but I can tell the portals are going to annoy me. Massive. So big. Dude! What the fuck? That's not supposed to happen, I don't think. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Come on, marble. You can do it, marble. I believe in you. Just a little bit more speed. You suck, marble. Vinny, since you've created Kevin, he struggled with feelings of penis envy, paying his mortgage, satisfying his wife, and now he's in a pyramid scheme. Maybe Kevin just needs a break? Was that what you know what? Was that what I named him? Well, yeah, I mean, I sell chocolate because I'm a big time lawyer. Oh yeah, I'm a lawyer for the New York Dodgers. I want all those weeples. I'm gonna get all of them. I guess he's Kevin now, sure, why not? Stop tormenting your poor Tulpa, Vinny. What if every person that's born is someone else's Tulpa? From, like, a previous generation. Dude. Dude. Whoa. Oh, fuck this. What is a tulpa? A tulpa is something that you will into existence by sheer force of will. Like, so for example, if I were to say, I'm not going to be able to do this level. Here, let me explain it. Through, like, a tulpa is an entity created in the mind, acting independently and parallel of your own consciousness. They're able to think and have their own free will, emotions, and memories. In short, a tulpa is like a sentient person living in your head separate from you. Tulpa is the concept in mysticism and paranormal of a being or object which is created through spiritual and mental powers. See, my thoughts on the tulpa thing were that, like, if enough people believed in, like, a chupacabra, it would become real. I mean, you know, obviously, we have to take into account the laws of fucking reality here, but just, you know, if you want to go all, X-Files with it. So guess who's never going to be able to do this level? So Sponge is like my tulpa. Give controller to Jordan. That's a good meme. You know who else is my tulpa? Ricky. My adopted child during Fallout. He wasn't real, chat. X-Files shit monster tulpa was good. Yeah, there was a part in there was an episode of the X-Files where the town was so angry that they put all their, like, negative energy into their shit, and the sewer, it was like a nice peaceful suburban town, but there was a shit monster that Mulder and Scully had to fight. A poop monster that came from the sewers. That was the tulpa of the town collectively. You should watch the X-Files if you haven't. It's fucking wacky. Yeah, this is not fun. I'm gonna stop playing this level now. I'm sure there's someone who would love to do this level, but I hate it. Let me just talk about this game for a second. It's pretty good. It needs work. But it definitely satisfies the monkey ball cravings, and it has a lot of creative level design. Could use some new music. Gameplay could use a little bit of tweaking here and there, but otherwise pretty damn good for a single person development person. Not a team, but a person. My name is Anakin. I'm a person. So, pretty good. How's it compared to the other Marble game? I like Marble It Up better. Now that I think about it, now that I've played a lot of this, but this is much more monkey ball. And as such, I'm more inclined to like it because of the monkey ball thing. But I think the Marble It Up game was better. So, it was more polished, and there's a lot of people that made it. But thank you for watching Marble Game. It was good. I don't know if I'm going to return to it, but I liked it. Let's all think of a tulpa. Let's create one during the break, and I'll be back with Soul Calibur. And then I will make that tulpa into a character in Soul Calibur. So stick around.